Hello and welcome to Tim Farmer's Country Kitchen. Well, homeless farmer.
Hi, how are you
look
doing?
ravishing as usual.
Well, thank you. You look pretty good yourself.
Well, thank you. Pretty good.
I mean, you look really good. Your hair looks nice. I like how it's growing out. It's really nice, Barry. Give.
Thank you very much. You know what? We see fish in front of us. Now we're back on the deck because we have a grill and we got a burner out here, so on and so forth. And it's nice tonight. It's
nice.
kind of warm, but it's not humid. We have company tonight, which we're known to do every now and then. We have Roddy and Lisa over. Now, not too long ago, we ate at their house, and she made a pork.
Amazing. It was really good. Don't tell her though. Is that really good?
Anyway, and I was trying to get the secret, and I said, would you share it with us? Because if we have something that's really, really good, we want to share with you, we want to share with us. Fantastic.
And she said it's easy.
I'd give two thumbs up if I could. Now, this is striper. Striped bass.
Okay.
Some people call them rock bass, call them all sorts of things, but really it's a striped bass. So these are fish that are saltwater.
Okay.
You can catch them people catch them in Chesapeake Bay, they catch them in California, but they will come in and back and forth out of freshwater. Years ago, the Department of Fish and Wildlife went to Santee Cooper. Hope Carlton, one of the first hosts for Kentucky Afield, was one of the guys who went down and caught them by rod and reel, put them in a truck.
Really?
Brought them back to Kentucky. Is that not cool?
That's how we got striper.
That's how we got striper.
Okay.
Now we have them down below the dams. We have them in the lakes. But in Cumberland, you got a bumper crop. Now, I was supposed to go fishing with Roddy the other day.
That got ruined, didn't it?
We talked about that last week. Came home at 10:30 after a birthday party. I was supposed to get up at 2.
Right.
We had sheep looking at us.
No dogs.
Millie,
Gone.
Maggie, gone. My trip?
Got ruined.
Gone.
But he got to go without you.
You got to go with that. The important thing is right here, the fish. So my goal today is, now Roddy and Lisa aren't huge fish fans.
Okay.
So what I'm going to try to do is make them really enjoy striper. Now some people say, well, striper, it's a little strong, this, that, or the other. I'm going to make them something I think they're going to like. A restaurant quality grade striper.
Yum.
Right here. And it's fairly easy. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with this big bag of striper. I'm going to let you open that, Mrs. Farmer. And I'm going to cut me some little squares like restaurant size. And these are filleted by Morgan's Guide Service out of Jamestown, Kentucky. There's Jeremy, is the son who took these cats out. Now look at some pictures here, if you want to do this yourself. Here's some pictures of Roddy and his son Jackson with their beautiful fish that they caught.
And now we get dinner.
Now we get dinner. Look at this. Look at this.
That's a nice fish.
Now,
that's good looking fish.
the thing that's strong on a striper is the red meat. And it looks like Jeremy did a really good job of taking care of that situation. You know what, I'm going to do 4 pieces. Let's do one for everybody.
Okay.
So I'm going to take a little bit of flour. Okay. You know where we're going, don't you, Miss Farmer? All right, do you remember the recipe that I brought home to you from Maria?
That was amazing.
The nice lady who had the Greek.
She's Greek too, that's why it was so good.
Yeah, that's why it was good.
That's right.
And she was down around Radcliffe at the time. I think she's moved since then, but she had a wonderful fish recipe that was a rosemary fish. Remember that with the red wine vinegar?
So you're doing it kind of like that?
Not really.
No? Okay.
But that kind of inspired this recipe. So what we're going to do is take some olive oil. We're going to put in this pan, and we're just going to dredge that lightly in the flour, salt and pepper, and just drop that in there. And we're going to put these, I don't know, 2 or 3 minutes per side to get them nice and brown. Don't you think it's a good idea to say, okay, if you've taken a deer or you've taken a fish, now here's a recipe that you can use to make this taste really good.
Right.
And that's where my old buddy Raoul Dupree came in handy. French chef who showed me a lot of cool stuff. That's what you want it to look like. Isn't that beautiful? Look how, isn't that pretty?
Yeah.
You don't want to overdo it. You want it to have some moisture inside. You want it to be flaky, but you don't want it to be underdone. All right, now we're going to take this off and set it aside. It's still going to cook internally while it's sitting over here.
All those?
Shallot and garlic. We did 2 large shallots.
And 3 cloves.
3 cloves, because we like our garlic. Do you smell that?
Smells good.
Again, you don't want to burn your garlic because it gets bitter. Now we're just going to get that nice translucent. You know when it's done.
Smells good.
Doesn't it though?
Mm-hmm.
Look at that fish sitting over there. Doesn't it look good just by itself?
It does look good.
All right, now we're going to take a half a cup of wine. Stir that in a little bit. Let that reduce. Okay, Mrs. Farmer, if you don't mind getting me about a half a cup of lemon juice prepared. All right, at this point, when that's reduced down and see most of the wine is cooked out of there, we're going to take that other half a cup of wine. We're going to put it in there. Let's put a little salt and pepper for flavor. We're going to take about a half a cup of fresh squeezed lemon juice.
That smells good.
All right, so now we're going to reduce this down. Now all the little scrapies that were in the pan, we left them in there.
Those are good.
That's good stuff. Now we're going to come back with just a tad, yes, of your favorite hot sauce.
You
just
gotta have
boom,
hot sauce, don't you?
Boom, just a bit. So it does something. I don't know what it is. And some Worcestershire sauce, some Worcestershire, tad of that.
All right.
All right, after that has reduced just a hair, we're going to put 1/2 cup of heavy whipping cream. No calories.
That's good.
Look at that.
And how about the butter? Must have no calories.
2 sticks of butter.
Wow, are you serious?
Yep, and here's what we're going to do, Mrs. Farmer, if you will. Take about 1 tablespoon at a time. We're just going to start melting that in here.
Okay.
This is not rich and creamy or anything.
No.
It's a little bit at a time. Now we're going to prepare some tomatoes. We're just going to dice those real small for our final presentation here. All right, Nikki, if you will, a little more butter.
Okay.
Keep bringing that in. We're almost ready. Now we're going to take these 2 pieces of fish right here. Dip it in there.
You love it, Lisa?
No, I like it.
You're good.
Yeah, so are you. I'm surprised.
Wow. You're surprised?
Because I don't like fish.
All right, let's try it, Nikki. It's been a while since we've had this. Okay, so you're not a fish eater.
I'm not a fish eater.
So Roddy comes packing all his fish back and says, just take it to Tim.
That's exactly what we do.
That's what you did. But when's the last time you ordered fish? Tell me the truth.
Oh, I can't remember. 30 years?
Seriously?
Yeah.
What was it, like Long John Silver's or something?
And I couldn't even remember.
I've seen Roddy order it, but he's picky. He wants it good. So I asked you off camera what on a scale from 1 to 10.
I think it's a 10. I thought it was delicious. I would eat that. I would eat that frequently.
Think about that, Nikki. Non-fish eater. All right, that's fabulous.
It was delicious.
I love to fix stuff for people who like, and Roddy's standing over here shaking his head agreeing. He's not a huge fish eater, but what did you get out of that? What's the taste you got out of that? What lingers in your mouth? You don't have a heavy fish taste or oily taste. The lemon.
The lemon.
That's not a bad thing.
Lemon. No, it was delicious.
Now, last time I had a really good aftertaste from pork was at your house.
Nice.
Now here's what happened. I asked her for the recipe, and I thought she might not give it up. She had that look like, should I? Should I not?
It's just so easy.
But I think you were thinking about holding out. I really do.
No, it wasn't.
You weren't. You were going to share it.
It's just so easy.
All right. Pay attention, because we love our food, and sometimes we go to somebody else's house and they fix something that's spectacular. Pay attention. This is spectacular. Now the thing is, there's a little time, and you marinate. You're going to put your marinade together. We've already got the end product.
Right.
The pork loins. They're marinated and done.
Right.
But show us what you do and how long do you let them marinate?
So I will marinate anywhere from 24 to 48 hours, depending on how much time I have.
How long have these gone?
These have gone 36
Gotcha.
hours. Okay, so we'll do about a cup of olive oil.
All right. And you typically do two loins at a time?
4.
4?
Yes, because I usually have company.
All right.
So I usually do 4.
I think we put a hurt on that last.
We ate it all.
Did you do 4 that time?
I did.
And we ate all those?
We did. And then I usually do about a half a cup of soy sauce, but you can do 3/4 if you like it more soy tasting.
I remember the aftertaste, and there was nothing that was
It's really good.
unpleasant. That soy is nice and salty.
Yep. We do 3 tablespoons of brown sugar,
There's your sweet.
which we have already measured out. We do about a tablespoon of either tarragon or rice vinegar. I had rice in my cabinet.
How much?
Just a tablespoon.
Tablespoon, okay.
Yep. I'm just guessing. There's no right or wrong. And then 1 package of zesty Italian good seasonings.
So just a dry dressing.
Yep, just the dry dressing. And I usually get all the air out before I put my pork in, and I just kind of mix it up with my hands to make sure that brown sugar is not clumped up. And then I put my pork tenderloins in and lay it flat in the refrigerator for 24 to 48 hours.
One thing that I was amazed about, Roddy did this on the Big Green Egg. We're gonna do it
Yes.
on the grill. You can do it either way. It was on a really hot grill. And I kept thinking, man, he's searing the fire out of this. Is this gonna be burnt? But in the end,
The middle was really
oh
tender.
my goodness.
Yeah.
And now they're saying pork, you can do a pork loin, they used to say 160, 170, now it's 150. So you want some pink.
Yes,
in
we
there.
want some pink.
Oh, this
Make
is
it
fabulous.
tender.
I'm kind of excited, I'm just telling you.
Yeah, I am too.
So we had our
I'm looking
appetizer.
forward to it.
Now let's get Nikki to bring this over, the finished product. Let's see what it looks like. This is 36 hours
36 hours.
of just chilling,
Yep, just marinating.
like a villain.
Yep,
And here's what they look like.
here's what they look like.
Oh, I'm kind of fired up, I got to tell you. And now Roddy goes over here with a 20,000 degree grill, and we're got a long set of tongs because it gets hot.
It gets hot.
And I was really shocked at how hot this was, but man, I'm telling you, don't be afraid to get your grill too hot, or your Big Green Egg, or however you're going to cook
It was
this.
delicious.
Well, thank you so much for sharing this recipe. I thought I was going to have to, like, I don't know, threaten you or something. Yeah, interrogation with a big bright light.
One of the things I like to do with this is I like to put it on as the grill is warming up. And this marinade is real likely to flare up a lot. Flip this over.
That already looks delicious.
So I like to flip it over a lot because that way you don't get it too dark with the bark, so to speak. And we'll paint it a couple times. And I just put as much of this as I can stand on here because it only makes the taste better. And the problem is always when you put it on that it flares up the grill.
So we're not scared of a flare.
We're not scared of the flare.
Now, you've done this a lot of times, so you kind of look at it and know we're done here.
What you want is you want it to be dark for about half, and then you want to have kind of a pink interior. You don't want it red, bright red, you want it pink. And that way it's still juicy and it's nice. And it'll cook after you take it off. It still cooks for a few minutes afterwards. But you don't want it to be brown all the way through unless you like it. You know, some people like things well done, but most people prefer this kind of pork with just a little pink on the inside.
Where's this from?
This piece of meat comes from the psoas muscle, and so that's what filet mignon is in cows, but it comes from the spine, the front part of the spine goes down the back of your abdomen and pelvis and hooks in to the lesser trochanter of your femur, which I know about, and it's what lifts your muscle, your leg up, flexes your hip, and that's what this is.
But that's always the prime cut, almost on any type of
any animal that's considered the best cut. And the key to this is not necessarily the meat. You can have almost any cut of meat with it. The key is the marinade. And letting it, the longer you let it marinate, if you let it marinate 24 hours, it's good. If you let it marinate 48 hours, it's really good. I don't think we've ever done it longer than that for 72, but it really is good the longer it sits in there.
So here, all this time I thought that I wasn't going to get the recipe, and now it sits here in front of us and a bunch of other people.
Everybody has it.
This is really good. Everybody dig in. This is absolutely one of my favorite pork recipes now. And so this was 36 hours, but you can let it go as much as 48, or if you wanted to go longer than that, you could, I guess.
Yeah.
Good job, Lisa.
Good job, Roddy.
Good job, Lisa. Good job, Tim and Nick. Oh yeah, don't forget the fish. The fish was good. You know what? That's surf and turf. It is surf and turf. I got to tell you, I'm not kidding you. Do yourself a favor. Fire your grill up. Do a marinade. Let it set. And you can have you a delicious meal. Losing light. Let's eat our dinner. I'm talking my mouth full. Shouldn't do that. Thank you again, both.
Oh, this was fun.
Delicious stuff. Do yourselves a favor.